Well, if you're anything like me, you're thinking, well, better late than never. As Queen Bee is giving me a call right now as the show is starting. Thank you for being here. If you're anything like me and just think that's funny, then you got a home here. Welcome to the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of a state, nation, and world that we live in. I can take it. I can take the phone call here. So, hi, dear. We are streaming on the internets.
Oh, I didn't see that you were on. I'm so sorry. I
Yeah,
missed your
so
call.
it's
Call
11.
me
It's
later.
yeah, I know, but I'm getting my rocket fuel from you right now.
Okay, sounds
See,
good. I'll talk to you
okay,
soon.
say hi, everyone. Say hi.
Hi,
Okay,
bye.
there you go. All right, I
Okay,
love you, buddy.
bye.
See, some people just forget that I'm doing this thing. Like it's just forget, and it's totally okay. That's very sweet, very loving, right there. That's every day from 11 to 1. Kind of busy. Kind of got some stuff happening here. Which is funny that she called because she said I missed your call. I called her a couple of times. And the reason why I called her a couple of times is because she was talking this morning about what's up, Eddie? She was talking this morning when we were walking the dogs about packing lists for Mexico, which is 2 semanas from here, 2 weeks away, and we're already talking about packing and getting stuff ready. And so I'm like, okay, I'll play your little game, but I don't need a packing list. So I started I started getting some things together for the trip to Mexico, and mostly it's fishing gear. Let's be honest, because all I'm wearing is essentially board shorts, t-shirt, and a hat, and I have fishing equipment. So pretty easy packing gig. But I called her because I was like, okay, damn it, I need the packing list. I need the pack. I'm gonna forget something. I know I'm gonna forget something. I'm 50 years old. I have gone on countless adventures and countless vacations and countless trips, and I know I'm gonna screw something up, and you know what's gonna happen. Y'all are gonna come with me on this. You know what's gonna happen? See, I told you needed a packing list. So, dear, if you have tuned in after the phone call, please send me the list. That would be fantastic. I would love to have the packing list. That way, I can just say, then if I forget something, I'd be like, wasn't on the list. Here's the list right here. Wasn't on the list. Didn't know I was supposed to bring that. But it gets back to what we've talked about for a long time, and that is fun is hard work. I mean, fun takes effort. So a week vacation with the fam bam in the tribe is let's see. Oh, see, there we go. And let's see. Oh, wait. Oh my god, this is funny. Okay. Already sent it. You guys ready for this? Because you know it's gonna come next. Ready? Yesterday. If it was via email, we all know how that goes. Me and email have not a good relationship. Let's put it that way. Better than any relationship Diddy's in. Holy mackerel! For the love of grief, that trial's going crazy. Mike, okay, so and here we go. Mike has email problems. We know this. We have all discovered this, and that's that. Mike has email problems. That is very very correct. I used to not have email problems when I had email notifications on my phone, but then I got so many damn emails and email notifications drove me nuts. Yeah, so if you can help me figure that out, my lovely dear, that'd be great. Anyway, so apparently I do have the packing list, so that's good. Yeah, see, Eddie, everybody knows. I do have the packing list, so I have begun the process. And yeah, pretty damn easy. Got some sun shirts and some t-shirts and some swim trunks. I'm good. Yeah. But now we got it. Now it comes down to getting things ready because it's not like, and as I told my kids, for every vacation ever and every trip ever, was we're not going to a third world country. If you forget something, you can get something there. Then what Have a Soup I taught us a couple of weeks ago was, holy crap, when you're there, you're there. You forgot your meds, you don't have meds. Your donkey or whatever doesn't show up to the bottom of the canyon, then you don't have your stuff. You're SOL. Mexico's not too far from that. At least Las Conchas in Rocky Point. I mean, you got your stuff and you can find it, but I mean, you better have your stuff together. There's not a tackle shop up the road. So that's what I'm most concerned about. If I need to go buy a pair of, Mexican flag board shorts, okay, I'll do that. If I forget toothpaste, there are grocery stores right around the corner. But you forget fishing gear. You're kind of that's what I'm most stressed about. And it takes some effort to make it all happen. Yeah. Oh, you got another doctor's appointment, Lynn? All right, buddy. Let me know everything's all right, pal. But anyway, that's what we what I'm more obsessed about really than anything else. Because worst case scenario, I can wear the same pair of shorts that I got there in and the same shirt that I got there, and I can just wear it 6 times. Worst case scenario. Then that's not that big of a deal. But it does bring up something that Queen Bee introduced me to, and then something that I actually do have and have had for a very long time, and why she does not understand how I can pack for something the day before, how I can pack for something 2 days before. And it doesn't take weeks because I have set list for set activities. I have set list for kayak fishing. I have a set list for an elk hunt. I have a set list for a javelina hunt. I have a set list for a bird hunt. It's just a set list. And it just came over years of me forgetting crap and ending up like my grandfather. And I one of the weirdest things, this is a funny, it is a funny story. I think it is. I think it's endearing. But my grandfather was told by the doctor on his, essentially what became his deathbed. He said, you're not working anymore. I mean, it's 80 something years old. He's 86 years old. And he was like, dude, you're not working anymore. You're not climbing up on roofs. You're not working on ACs like he does. He was a maniac his whole life. Just go like crazy. And me and my 2 uncles were at the hospital at the time. He looked us in the eye and he said, I want you guys to go to my garage and I want you guys to divvy up all my tools. I was told I can't work anymore. And you think that's a tragic thing. And we knew exactly what that meant. Me and my 2 uncles knew exactly what that meant. That meant that he's gone. He will not be able to live much longer because that's his identity, his world, his drive, his focus, his work. And when he's told he can't do it anymore, we don't know how long he's going to be around. And it was only a few weeks after that. Anyway, we get to the garage and there's 3 or 4 of everything. Because my grandfather would forget that he had it and go buy another one. Or he'd be out on a site and forgot it. He had to go buy another one. So when he said divvy it up, it's pretty damn easy. I was just say, well, there's 3 of these, there's 4 of those, there's 5 of these. There's only 2 of these, so we'll Rochambeau for it. There's 3 of these. And I become the same way. I have a lot of repeat stuff, so they get to go into now. What I'd introduce, what Queen Bee brought to me, is the concept to just have a bin for everything. Just that there's a elk hunt bin. There it is. There's a fishing bin. There it is. There's a going to Mexico bin. There it is. And that just, you don't have to put a lot of thought into it after that, but you do still need your list. I do like the list to check things off. I do. I think it's good. Rhonda, in case you missed it, because Queen Bee put it on Facebook, it's not on YouTube. I don't know if you can see it, but I said that I'm going to have to ask her for a packing list. And she said this. And then this. And then this. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, and you have bins for camping. That's it, exactly. You have bins for camping. You have bins for whatever it is. Yeah, it makes things so much easier. I mean, you'll eventually have to, cross-pollinate every now and again, but it's not too far away. If there's not something in your elk hunting bin, it might be in the javelina hunt. So just go look on there. No, there it is. Or you can do like me and my grandfather and just get more. Yes. And Queen Bee, if you're still watching, that is from Rhonda on YouTube. What? Okay, give me an email bin. Jeez. I know it's called an inbox. I get it. But anyway, there's a little bit of pride that jumps in there, and you think, I'm a grown-ass man. I don't need to give me a list. We're going to the beach. This isn't difficult. I got this. Nope. But then I start stacking more crap on myself. I start stacking more stuff to do. Because now I want to make sure that the kids have if the kids want to try fishing, if her kids want to try fishing, fantastic. I want some basic stuff with some basic lures to get a bite. If my kids want to go fishing, I don't have to set up anything for Beans because she is a one cast, pulling the biggest fish of the day and then not want to fish anymore the entire trip. That's been her MO her whole life. And then with Nuge though, I want to set up something really cool. So so now I'm throwing that on myself. Yes. Oh, so the fishing game had a different page yesterday. It showed it was women. Okay, but okay, wait a second. So the fish and game page was a different page yesterday. Okay, so whose game and fish page was it that was showing all the bikinis and the nakedness? I want to know. But anyway, so now I want to do that. And I want to make sure that that's a wonderful experience and that they have everything, that there's nothing like, nah, I've read all the fishing boards. I've gone to the forums and I've asked questions. And I even have a hook and bobber set up for shrimp and squid. I never thought I'd do that, but I think that'd be pretty rad. Just hanging out on a paddleboard out, a couple 100 yards off the shore and just hanging out and like bobbering a line. I think that's pretty rad. I want that experience, but I'm putting that on myself instead of just packing what I know and just going with that. Nope, I'm gonna keep things going. See here, Rhonda said, I have a hoarding Halloween and Christmas decorations. We all have them in bins, take up a large portion of the amen, sister. Yeah. A lot of people do. Especially if people have inflatables. Oy vey. Oh. I said Yiddish talking about Christmas thing. I'm all Barbara Streisand out. But there's also something, another couple things that I want to do. Work in conjunction with Jason at Canyon Coolers. I want to have a completely outfitted fishing cooler that goes on the paddleboard that I can sit on. And I'm talking about rod holders, gear, everything. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if I can do that. That's because you gotta have some kind of content. You gotta make this dang thing a write-off, for the love of God. So I'm attempting that. And when you do that, talk about having a list. When you do that, you're like, okay, rod holders check. That should be the most basic thing. A place for your pliers and maybe a scale. Okay, that's basic. But then now I want to put this on it. I want to put that on it. How about this? Well, what if I did this? Well, what if I put this on it? It's going to look like a parade float by the time I'm done with it. Yeah. So a Canyon cooler seat and holder. Well, yeah, kinda. Bro, if you think that that's where I'm going to stop, we got to get to know each other a little better. No way. Like I said, that thing's going to have stuff hanging off of it that I wouldn't even need out there. It's okay. It's okay. Mike, is that a life vest? Yeah, sure. So I got one on my cooler. I can use it as a flotation device, but it's fine. Hook and bobber and shrimp and squid sounds like a song. It does. Sounds like a kid's song, doesn't it? Yeah. You have no room for inflatable anything. Yeah, I know that. So that is a start. Yes, that definitely 100% is a start. But then I get into this other thing. Because obviously outdoors and in game meat and IPAs are near and dear to my heart. Had a solid relationship with a lot of the breweries in the state through the Brewmance days. And so I thought, what would be a cool way to incorporate that, except for, other than Mike doing beer reviews out on the paddle board. Hold on. Might be doing that as well. Yep. Writing it down. Maybe paddleboard beer reviews. Who knows? We'll get Queen Bee to do a few as well. Yeah. What does Becky, what does she think of this? I think she might be learning about it right now. I think I've alluded to it because I reached out to Jason and I told her. I've alluded to it. She'll just roll her eyes. That's fine. But this idea, I think, is fun. It's a totally fun idea. I take my favorite IPAs and I turn them into fishing lures. And I find out what the Mexican fish like best in Arizona IPAs. It just as a fun kind of content. Let's make it let's see which brewery catches the best fish or catches the biggest fish. I think that's a fantastic idea. So I've already started. I was told by somebody very important to me, my therapist, I need to have something fun in each of my day. I need to exercise every single day. I need to eat something good in each of my days, and I need to have something fun in each of my days. Thank God I am dating Queen Bee because she is too much fun. Yes, Mexican fish. What do you mean? No, what Mexican fish? What else are they? They're fish from they're off the shore in Mexico. They're Mexican fish. Was I wrong in that? How did I miss something? Yeah, I can drink the beer while fishing the can. Yeah, but here's what I got going on. Wait, I'm really confused, darling, about this Mexican fish thing. Yeah, if the Mexican fish want Arizona IPA, what they like best. If somebody came up here with a bunch of Mexican beer, they would say what Arizona human wants what Mexican beer. Oh. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get this. Okay, so we got these. Check this out. 1 ounce spoons, which on all the Castmaster style spoons, when you see on a lot of the forums, they're like, this is the one. And last year, this really was the one. So what you do, see, it's got a side that's just mirrored, but then it's also got a uber shiny, sparkly side, which the fish go nuts over. So what you do, you take all this nonsense off the hook and the lead here, and then you take a can like this, like let's say it's Tower Station. Put that on there, cut out the outline, and then you affix that to this half. There you go. Now you have cool beer can fishing lures. A lot of fun. Hopefully the breweries can talk some trash on who's catching fish and who's not, and we'll pick the coolest part of the can for the actual thing. So obviously we'd go across with like the tower, and then maybe this little guy becomes like a V lead or something. I mean, a V tail. That red tail would be absolutely awesome on one of these things. You just kind of fix it down here like this. You put it right here, and this is where it goes on the, just right here. Just like a little V-shaped little tin there. There we go. What do you got here, dear? I saw this video of a guy on a floating flamingo with a shark on his line way out in sea. I think this is a great idea. See? Okay. Maybe not the floating flamingo raft, but I think she just said, I think that's a good idea. So I'd strap into a shark and get carried out to sea. I honestly think she just suggested that. Is anybody, I know you guys are agreeing with me on this, right? Yeah. I think she when she says, I think it's a great idea, I think she's saying that I should be drifted out to sea or drug out to sea by a shark. It might happen. Because I'm not letting go of that rod and reel. No way in hell. I'm one of those guys. Drop a rod and reel, you dive in and you get it. That's why I have 30 of them. Yeah. I think the brewery could sell them too. I think the brewery can sell a good, or we just, maybe we all just meet up at the winning brewery and we just, we say, yay. And we hope it's a Mexican shark. See, I still don't understand the deal with the Mexican fish thing. What's wrong with that? I hope it happens. And no, she'll be there to film it. I swear to you, she'll be there to film it, giggling as I just get smaller and smaller and smaller off into the distance, just laughing. There he goes. There he goes. But see, I've made myself invaluable. Though. I'm bringing the food for the trip, and I'm cooking most of the food for the trip. They'll want me to come back. They'll probably send Nuge out to get me. Johnny, go get your dad. Oh, yeah. I hope it works out. Anyways, I think it's going to be fun. I bought a bunch of these spoons. It was inexpensive, but I bought those spoons, and if it works out, cool. If it doesn't, I got a bunch of these if anybody wants them. But I think it'll look neat. Yeah. I might get some clear, sparkly, some spray paint for that side too. Yep. Was that Mike sharking? Okay, let's do this. Yesterday we talked about this public land issue, and if you weren't caught up, our public lands are quite literally under attack. And because my phone is always listening to me, always listening, never not listening, because your phone is always listening, I got an immediate ad from Wren House Brewing. I talked about beer and public lands yesterday. So here we go. I can't tell you how excited I am about getting my hands on this. I think it sucks that I got to drive out to their brewery. Their brewery's on 24th Street and something, but I'm going to go ahead and share the screen here if I can pull it off and show you what Wren House is doing, because I think this is pretty neat and I think it's pretty important. There we go. It's called Rep. Look at this. So Wren House Brewing has a Protect Public Lands beer out. It's an IPA. Now it's a Northeast IPA, so that means it's hazy. So I'm not a giant fan of the hazies, but it's still going to be good in there. So, but it's still going to be fantastic. So let's see what they got going on here. It's the Rep 4-pack. I'm going to read this to you. It's a collaborative hazy IPA crafted to protect the wild places that make Arizona home. Created in partnership with the Arizona Wildlife Federation and backcountry hunters and anglers, this beer is more than a beer. It's a call to action. Okay, brewed with a lot of stuff, this Cascade, Simcoe hops, blah, 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 6.8 ABV. As policies shift and pressures mount, our public lands face unprecedented threats, being sold off, closed down, or stripped of protections. This beer stands in defense of what belongs to all of us. Amen. When you enjoy Rep, you are not just drinking beer, you are taking a stand. So how does it work? You scan the QR code on the label, enter your information. On the website, we'll send a pre-drafted email for your senators and congressperson, urging them to stop the sale of our public lands. I have the chills head to toe right now. Stay informed, speak up, rep your lands, rep your waters, and contact your representatives. Public lands belong to everyone. Let's keep them that way. Wren House, what's up? Oh, how cool is that, y'all? Oh, that's what we need. I can't get happier. I can't go promote this this section of the video because it'll say that it's an ad. So okay, I don't care. I'll say it's an ad. Good. Yeah, I'll say it's an ad. I'm not gonna try, but I'll say it's an ad. It's an ad for their beer. Go buy it. So what I'll be doing is getting my grubby little hands on the QR code so we can all do the same. Okay, guys? Holy, so y'all don't have to go out to 24th Street and grab the can. I'm grabbing the can, and you know what I'm gonna do with that damn can? You bet your booty. I'm gonna make a lure out of it. Yep. Oh my gosh, so good, such good stuff. So hats off to you, Wren House. Cheers. Thank you so much for doing what you do. That's getting ahead of the game for sure. And I'm sure they were approached by backcountry hunters and anglers. I mean, Queen Bee and I need to start getting the feelers out for wildlife for tomorrow, and they're a cool beer, a collaborative beer as well. So great idea, great people, great beer, and let's keep going. Wren House makes Spellbinder, by the way, which is a fantastic IPA, which I think will be the winner. I think that can will outfish everyone else. I'll have to grab one and show you guys. But I think that can, just the way Spellbinder is just all like, super colorful and super, I don't even know. It's a cool optical illusion. I think it's going to look good on the side of this lure, and it's going to make some fish go loco. Yeah, Mexican fish go loco, Becky. My darling dear. Yeah. Mexican fish. I've got to call you. I'm going to call her right now and find out what the beef is about Mexican fish. I got to figure that out. All right, you guys are the best. Thanks for hanging out. This is the Go Show, celebrating all things outdoors in this beautiful outdoor playground of the state, nation, and world that we live in. We will see you tomorrow. Have a great rest.